What's up? What's up? What's up?
How's it going? How's it going?
All good.
Hey, we got a special, our weekly fantasy episode going here. I remember on the live Sunday we had a question for the uh, the fantasy. So we definitely want to address some more questions. I know we had a guy come in and ask about his trade,
Yeah.
and he was in a half PPR. And I felt like we broke it down pretty well for him. If you missed that, go check it out. That's on the live stream on Sunday, and see how we broke down that trade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Honestly, he did a really good job. I thought it was a great trade, honestly.
yeah, and honestly, it was a trade where like potentially for the other side, they may have gotten what they needed as well.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't know what they had, but usually you want trades that benefit all parties, honestly.
Yeah, we're gonna get into some trades here.
Yeah. Glenn ripped me off this week.
Hey, we're in a non-PPR league, so I guess it's up for debate, huh? We'll see. We'll see. But the hottest target right now in the waivers is definitely Kendre Miller. And what I'll say about Kendre Miller is that is the reason why I didn't draft Alvin Kamara is like as much as Alvin Kamara is a good player and he's a good fantasy player also.
Mhm.
For some reason, it's like he always dies down. He starts well. This is a lot sooner than I thought. It's only week 4, and we're already having a Kendre Miller conversation. I thought it would potentially be. I know they drafted a rookie also. I thought this would have happened later in the season.
Yeah.
Because usually Alvin Kamara dies down towards the end of the season.
Or injury.
Right. So I was thinking you trade Alvin Kamara probably week 8. And everybody still thinks he's the best fantasy option, and then you get value. But now with Kendre Miller, it's like we already have this discussion a little earlier than I thought we would.
Glenn, I don't think I necessarily agree with you about that, about the AK thing. I think he gets hurt. That could be the only reason why he could lose production. But I think he's been pretty efficient in as a fantasy back throughout the years. I would have loved to have him. But I say that, but I just traded for Kendre Miller this afternoon. So
Hey, we can just talk about that trade right now. You traded him for was Troy Franklin?
Yeah.
Troy Franklin, he's a emerging player. He's a good player. I do think that, especially in a non-PPR or half PPR, and once again with Alvin Kamara in a PPR league, you definitely keep him. When I referred to trading him was mainly for non-PPR. PPR, he gets a lot of passes. You probably decide to hang on to him.
Right.
But I think for me with Kendre Miller, it's a non-PPR league, even in a half PPR league. I think you probably stick with Kendre Miller rather than get Troy Franklin. I feel like the upside is higher with Kendre Miller than Franklin. I wouldn't have done the trade.
I think about it in the sense of like they line up multiple receivers on the field. Usually you only have one running back on the field, and I still think AK is the guy there. Honestly, I got him because he showed me that he could be the guy. Like, so in case of anything.
Yeah.
And it seems like the Saints want to keep him in the rotation. So it means that in a tough week where like all my running backs are gone doing something, I can flex them. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think that if Troy Franklin gets if Courtland Sutton gets injured, Troy Franklin is the guy?
Absolutely. I only think that because he's buddies with Bo Nix. And he's getting the targets. Even when Courtland Sutton is playing, he's getting the targets. And sometimes it has a thing. He may not be the best receiver on the team. He may not be the second best. He may not even be the third best. But he's buddies with the quarterback. It's the same thing as being cool with the boss.
Yeah, hey, chemistry matters too. I mean, sometimes some wide receivers fit better with different quarterbacks just based on the rapport they have, So, hey, it's definitely I guess it's kind of how you look at it. Both players could break out. You never know.
Yep.
So I don't
Talking
think
about breakout, Glenn.
yeah.
You saw Woody Marks today, this weekend.
Man, I'm disappointed in myself because I hesitated with him, and I think I hesitated just based on Nick Chubb, the Joe Mixon scare. Now Joe Mixon,
It doesn't look like it looks like
it
it's not.
doesn't look like he's even gonna play. It's like I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't get ahead of that earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually trying to trade for him. We were actually talking about trading on Saturday night because I was like, I had a pretty good feeling about seeing how he was getting carries there, and then and I think Nick Chubb is done. Honestly, I should have said this. But that might be a sell high, maybe player right now because I think D'Amico Ryan was saying he's excited to see how much when he marked him, how much more volume he could handle.
Yeah, and I don't think you could sell Nick Chubb just based on. I think Woody Marks the jury's out. I think everybody knows at this point.
No, I mean the carry count won't tell you that. Oh, it's a big gap. The carries won't tell you that. I think the touches they were within 5. I think. They were within 5. But I think that I would be wary of keeping Nick Chubb.
Yeah. And honestly, with Woody Marks, I noticed that because I have him in the PPR league.
Okay.
And he was just sitting on my bench, so I'm pretty happy about that. But I think with him, he's a little more of a factor than Nick Chubb also in the passing game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Which matters. Nick Chubb hasn't really ever been a passing back. I mean, a receiving back.
Yeah.
I know that. He can you give him a screen and he can take the house. Maybe not anymore, but that was his back before the ACL. Woody Marks. I'm looking here, 4 catches, 50 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah.
So that and man, he had a lot of touches. He had four catches, 17 rushing attempts, 69 yards, and a touchdown on the ground, 50 yards, and another touchdown.
Wait, hold on. You said you said he has 17 carries?
Yeah, 17 carries.
Okay. And
69 yards is right at 4 yards a carry.
Okay.
So he's right there. But the catching, Woody Marks with the 50
but
yards.
that's why he was getting on the field in the beginning. That's why I was looking at him. I was like, man, this guy could be something. But back to Nick Chubb, he's only at 15 touches. It's not such a big. He hasn't gapped him just yet. So I still feel like he's somebody that could be traded.
Good luck. Honestly, I think that if you're gonna trade, you gotta trade him ASAP.
Yeah.
Don't wait till Sunday. Trade him right now.
Yep.
As you're watching this video, because Nick Chubb, his time is done. It's Woody Marks' time. I think Woody Marks is gonna get a full run. They're gonna give him some rest, but for the most part, passing downs, he's gonna get the catches, he's gonna get the carries.
Yeah.
Woody Marks, if he's on your waivers,
snatch him up
right now, right away.
Yep.
It doesn't matter. Honestly, doesn't matter which format. Doesn't matter how many. He's in the waivers for a lot of leagues still. So pick him up. Yeah. But I do got another lower level breakout. This is one you may have to wait on. Okay. And I just said I should have jumped over to Woody Marks earlier. It's the same way I should have jumped to Monangai. So it's Monangai is a guy to look at with DeAndre Swift as well. I do see we got a question.
Yeah.
In the chat here. All right, so
let's break it down.
I like it already. So we got Justin Herbert here. So this is a 12-man PPR.
12-man PPR, yeah.
All right, so we got Herbert, we got Pearsall, Drake London. This is Christian McCaffrey.
Yep.
You got Jared Cook. This is a good team.
Yeah, and he's flexing a chain.
Wow,
Oh, he has good running backs. I think. Ooh, when he has receiver, right? I think right here, honestly, I'll look to add a receiver and a quarterback. You know, Glenn, I underestimated the value of quarterbacks. I
yeah, and
never looked at quarterbacks.
I never do. I would definitely look for a wide receiver.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
I see got Rasheed Rice waiting
Yeah.
in there cooking. Rasheed Rice waiting there cooking. Rasheed Rice comes in, it's gonna be wonderful.
No, but
But
I think how good his team is, I think you need somebody that's a volume guy that's gonna consistently get the ball. You want like a Garrett Wilson type of player here.
not Garrett Wilson.
You don't like Garrett Wilson?
No, I like Garrett Wilson, but
Oh, okay.
I think he might be able to get better because
Okay, if
you
he
got
can get better, I'm just talking about a number one that we know every week, week in and week out, he's gonna get that volume. You know what I'm saying?
so I'm packaging Ricky Pearsall, and Quinshon Judkins. I know Judkins is a breakout, and you may not want to get rid of him, but if you can get an elite wide receiver,
Get a Monra.
or nah, you don't get a Monra
Yeah, of
might be
course,
too rich.
a Monra caliber.
But you want to get a star wide receiver. Who's a wide receiver you can think of right now?
Man,
If you can get a if you could do Cook for St. Brown, I would do that, and even throw in Pearsall in there if they want to be harsh on you.
yep.
You could throw in Pearsall.
Yep.
But I would do Jared Cook, Pearsall, and get St. Brown, and you're straight. If you believe in Justin Fields, you can keep him in there. It's gonna be tough for you if you can make the St. Brown trade.
He said he actually got that offer.
Yeah, I think you should take it right away. Actually,
Yeah.
I would not wait. I would take it right because listen, you still got Judkins on your bench.
Yep.
You know, I know Jared Cook is a touchdown machine for you, and he's balling, but you can get St. Brown, who's a monster right now.
Yep. And he's a shoo-in every week. Close your eyes and start him.
Yeah, and you'll be fine. You see H-Chan gets those passes.
Yep.
You don't gotta worry about that. And you know, Judkins has been good enough. He's getting the touchdowns. They are repeatedly giving Judkins the ball in the red zone at the 1 yard line.
At all times, Glenn, is that the whole game. He is dominating their carries in the backfield.
So yeah, you have depth. And once again, when Rasheed Rice comes back, Rasheed Rice can give you that volume. He is like the number one guy there. And if he comes back and he's the same, they give him the same volume they did previously.
Yeah.
You can switch out Judkins and Rasheed Rice however you like.
And honestly, the verdict isn't out on Trey Benson. He might be really good.
Yeah.
He might be really good. And also there too, all the carries went to him this week. So I think that really you get a receiver one right here. Get a Monra St. Brown. You could start CMC and Judkins and A-Chain. With Drake London, man, you got a real good team going. And honestly, I will start Fields, but that might just be me personally.
I would start Fields as well. Just for I know Herbert does run.
Yeah.
But you can play the matchup with them both because you know, Fields just had that one breakout game. It's a little scary. I can understand why somebody would hesitate to start Fields right away.
Yeah.
So I would play the matchup. You know, and it's early. I see you saying you're 2-2. What are you doing wrong? It's early. You know what I mean? You could be the highest scoring team. I think in one of my leagues, I'm the highest scoring player in the league, and I just get scored on the most. So I mean, these things happen as the
maybe you're doing nothing wrong.
As the season goes on, you'll get what you like. It'll work out for you. The fantasy guys will come through for you at that point. Honestly. All right.
We're getting some questions, man. All right.
We got another one here.
All right. So this is also a full PPR league, right? They're 3-1
premium.
Yeah. They're 3-1. They got Mahomes, Bijan, Judkins, Keenan Allen, Garrett Wilson, Jake Ferguson, and AJ Brown. And he got Dallas Goedert on his bench. Where RJ Harvey, Ollie Gordon, Travis Hunter, Romeo Dobbs, and Aaron Jones was on IR. Should trade one of my running backs for more depth.
So with this, okay. So first off, Romeo Dobbs has been scoring a lot. Maybe you want to give him the opportunity to jump in there. Oh, and Goddard, Goddard has been balling. So you got Goddard starting in flex with AJ Brown. AJ Brown is.
Oh man, yeah, he definitely needs a receiver because of this whole AJ Brown debacle, man.
But can you trade AJ Brown for someone who loves AJ Brown? Someone's like if you can get AJ Brown and RJ Harvey, and package that for another wide receiver for another.
Yeah. And honestly, Glenn, you were last week. You're telling me about this whole like Jamar Chase thing. Maybe this is one of those times where you kind of risk it all and try to go get Jamar Chase for his elite upside, right?
I think you could get Jamar Chase here with this kind of trade. I see Jamar Chase once again. The Bengals are going to be losing. They're going to be passing the ball. If you ask me AJ Brown breakout or Jamar Chase breakout, I still believe in Jamar Chase.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The offense tells you that they'll rather go to Jamar Chase.
Yeah, and I mean they're more higher volume. I know This week was a T Higgins week.
Yeah,
they kind of favor T Higgins, but overall, I mean they're gonna go to Jamar Chase a little more. So if you could find a way, they're both struggling right now, and Joe Burrow isn't coming back. You can convince the person, hey, Joe Burrow's gone. The offense sucks.
Look at the last 2 weeks. You tell them, look at the last 2 weeks. Yeah. It tells the whole story, right? And you can sell them on that and keep pushing.
Yeah, I'm finding a way to get Jamar Chase on my team.
Yep.
And
there's a good couple struggling receivers that I think are dogs. I mean, I want to see. I don't know how you feel about like Nico Collins, who hasn't really like broke out like the guy he really is. Those are the type of plays I would try to target right here.
Yeah, I almost mentioned Nico Collins earlier. He's still an elite guy that you can try to get. So I would package AJ Brown. Maybe you want to throw in Travis Hunter if he still has availability. If they push you too much,
what's the offer? I'm curious.
Offer for Judkins or who? That's the question. Judkins for who? Which one of your players? That's definitely the question. So,
I like this trade. I actually like this trade a lot, Glenn.
We got Trey Benson for Nico Collins and Judkins.
Yeah, I would already accepted it.
Trey Benson and Nico Collins for Judkins.
Yeah, Glenn, I already accepted it.
I'm accepting it right away.
Yeah, what I wouldn't even think about it. I would have hit it.
Yeah. Trey Benson, Nico Collins. Even if Trey Benson ends up being just average, I'm still happy with Nico Collins.
Yeah.
I don't. So I think
it fixes the biggest hole on his team, which is at this receiver. Because other than Garrett Wilson, I mean, I don't know how much you believe in Keenan Allen, but I think that the tides will change in Los Angeles. I think Ladd McConkey's gonna that's the guy I was gonna talk about later. I really think he's a really steal right now if you buy low on him, because I'm sure you could buy him for pennies right now.
Yeah, no, I agree. I have Ladd McConkey in my PPR league, and honestly, I think him and Johnston are gonna be the guys there that you want to keep and maintain. Keenan Allen, don't get me wrong, he's a solid receiver. I just don't think that he'll continue that.
Yeah, of course. Yes, I Devontae Adams and Drake London. No, I think you should be very content with the trade that he sent. Sincerely.
Yeah, I don't mind unless you love one of these guys. I wouldn't do Devontae Adams.
Maybe Drake London. Or honestly, Rome wouldn't say it won't be bad either.
Rome has been balling.
Yeah,
he has been balling. Do you trust the offense with Caleb Williams to continue? But it seems like they have a connection.
Yeah, but Glenn, sometimes I think like the same thing kind of with like the Ladd McConkey thing. I think talent will show itself very soon. So I don't think DJ Moore will sit there all season. Like he is gonna emerge as the guy that he is.
I don't know that, but I understand what you're saying. I'm not like against what you're saying, but I don't know. I think I would keep Nico Collins, Trey Benson, Nico Collins for Judkins. I would maintain that. I don't mind that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Look, I had Bijan Robinson in my leagues, and I didn't want to trade. Me and you, we traded Trey Benson and what's his name for Drake London.
Coleman. Glenn, you see, that's the type of trade you should have gave me. You should have gave Trey Benson to someone of more value.
No, but you see, this is what I'm saying. I didn't want to make that trade in my other league just because I already had Bijan.
Right.
And now you're gonna be watching a lot of Atlanta Falcon games, and you're gonna hope that the
They're blowing
offense is as
people out.
high powered.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'd rather have Bijan in that situation because Bijan can get his. He's a running back.
Yeah.
But Michael Penix, he got to feed Drake London. But honestly,
he has been though. The targets have been there. That much you got to give him. The targets have been there. Just the production hasn't been up to par. Maybe it's where they're not scheming him into positions to thrive, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, I think with Nico Collins though, you don't got to worry about too much. I know they had Higgins out there. Kirk hasn't done it yet. We'll see if he gets in the fold. But Nico Collins is the guy. Every time I watch Nico Collins, I'm like, this guy still got it.
Yeah, I like Nico Collins a lot. I wish I could get him.
Yeah, I wish I could too. I wish I could too. So, hey, just to get back to your question, I would definitely do that trade.
Oh man, that sucks. Somebody offered him AJ Brown for Debo. Wait, so I'm guessing he had Debo Samuels in the beginning.
Yeah, if you had Debo, you traded for AJ Brown. I don't mind that either.
Yeah, and I think it's logical to trade for the upside. And like I say, like if you have receivers, he's a great person to have because in the case where he starts going on the upwards, you have a top tier receiver on your team already. But in the case where he is the best receiver on your team, you should be very worried.
Yep. So look, looking back at his team, he got Keenan Allen, Garrett Wilson, AJ Brown as wide receivers. And he got Romeo Doubs, Travis Hunter on the bench. Honestly, Garrett Wilson, Keenan Allen. Yeah, you gotta make that trade. You gotta make that trade, honestly.
Yeah, the trade Benz one has. You should have hit accept right now. I wish I could hit accept for you.
Yeah. But yeah, honestly, it is a time to start making some trades, honestly.
But he's talking about tight ends, Glenn. He's in the tight end league, tight end premium league. I think we had some tight ends that we want to talk about for waivers.
Yeah, I'm just with the 12-team league. Man, you gotta target a lot of touchdowns. That's why I love that he has Goddard.
Yeah.
But who would you want to mention off the waivers?
Oh, Darren Waller, he had 2 touchdowns.
Oh, geez.
Welcome back in it.
You gotta put in that. You gotta put in. I don't know what your record is, or if anybody watching this, you need a tight end. Darren Waller, and you got to remember how good Darren Waller was before.
Yes.
And today yesterday he looked fast.
Yep.
He looked athletic, just like he was before.
Yeah.
Darren Waller, hey, get him immediately. Get him immediately. I'm a big fan of Darren Waller, and I always have been when he was with Oakland. So, and even before that, I think he was with Baltimore.
No, but no, he didn't do anything in Baltimore.
No, but I mean, I'm just saying, like I knew about him.
Oh yeah.
But I'm excited for this waivers. There's a lot of different players coming through. Yeah. We do. What do you think? Brees Hall and BTJ for Bijan. Once again, I'm doing that right away.
Yeah.
Instantly. I mean, Brees Hall hasn't been the same guy, and he's even like sometimes it looks like a split backfield.
But actually, this is actually the best time to do that trade because Braylon Allen just got hurt, right? And he's one of the people that are taking.
Wait, no. So now I'm seeing somebody offered him Brees Hall and Brian Thomas Jr. Do not accept that trade. He has Bijan. He has Bijan Robinson. I thought it was the other way around. You would do that trade?
Wait, no. Yeah, that's not a bad trade.
No way.
Wait, I'm not rushing to accept it. I try to negotiate for more, right? But in like I said, you gotta look at who his receivers are. I don't trust
Brian Thomas Jr. to me. No.
Mm-hmm. You think there's no chance but what about the upside we were just talking about?
I think Bijan, you get guaranteed upside. Guaranteed. I'm not, and he's too great in the passing game. There's no way I'm getting rid of Bijan.
But like honestly, Glenn, in a trade like this, oh, you know what I was thinking? I thought this is the guy that had CMC, so I was like, man, he already has running back depth.
No,
Yeah,
he's
I probably wouldn't be as excited about this trade.
yeah, no,
I'll negotiate for more. I think that's a good place to start.
I don't think it is.
What?
I'm not.
Well, okay, actually, I think I forgot. You think that Bijan is like really, really like that guy. So you're a big Bijan guy.
I mean, but what does he have to do to prove he's that guy?
Wait, no, I'm not saying he's not, but like I'm saying, for me, right? For me, I think that I'm willing to have a conversation about it.
I'm throwing that offer away, and telling them to give me something.
Yeah, I think going for the Junkins offer is better, though, right? The trade.
Yeah. I think it's definitely
that's the better deal of the two.
Trey Benson, Nico Collins, maintain. Do not do the Bijan. I know. I wouldn't even honestly. You're gonna have to give me a much better running back than Breece Hall for me to accept that trade.
But you like Breece Hall, Glenn? Why are you
not that much? Not that much, because Bijan is that guy. You're gonna have to give me something else. And the thing about Breece Hall is also they give him Braylon Allen goal line touches.
No, but he's gone now. That's what I'm saying. Braylon Allen is gone now.
And I'm telling you, Davis can run that ball.
But you just told me he couldn't. I was about to mention Davis, and you're like, "Oh yeah, he's a regular guy."
No, he's not a fantasy option for you. But what I'm saying is that he can definitely take carries away from Breece Hall, and you don't want to see that. You know.
I guess I thought it just opened more doors for Breece Hall. That's how I looked at. That was the outlook I had for it, honestly.
Yeah, no, it could honestly, but they went into the season saying that Braylon Allen was gonna do a running back by committee.
Yeah.
And I just think that the mindset of their coach is to use two running backs.
Yeah, he just came from Detroit. He saw Jamar Gibbs and David Montgomery do it. So I mean, it looks good, especially when both running backs are eating.
The sad thing is that Breece Hall isn't Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah.
You know, and he's fine, but I'm just not feeling that.
Yeah. I think we can agree that the Judkins deal was better. Get Trey Benson and Nico Collins. It fixes your team a lot better, I think.
Yeah, and honestly, if you can hit the waivers for Woody Marks also.
Yep.
You know, do that right away too.
And Kendrick Miller, Woody Marks and Kendrick Miller.
Yeah.
Right now, they'll do a lot for you right now.
Yeah, honestly, I think Woody Marks can save people's seasons.
Yeah, it absolutely can.
Yeah, if he ends up being the every down back, because once again, Joe Mixon, we're out on Joe Mixon.
Yeah, it's not real anymore.
Yeah,
but now he does have the hurdle of Nick Chubb, and Nick Chubb hasn't been inefficient, Glenn. And that's what I was trying to say earlier. He hasn't been bad. Just that this Woody Marks guy has just been better.
Yeah.
Like,
And
if you're averaging 4.5 a carry, you're doing really good. But if somebody else is averaging 6,
and look, before the season, they mentioned Woody Marks, and I was waiting for it, and it never happened. So I was like, man, this guy isn't anybody, I guess.
I think he got injured. I think in the preseason. I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm thinking about somebody else. But
I expected him to come along a little sooner. I'm a little hurt I didn't pick him up, honestly.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like I was ahead of that game and I let it go.
No, he was drafted though in our league though.
Yeah, and I mean, but he was drafted low.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like I could have got him. But yeah, we're closing up on time here. We do appreciate the questions. I mean, we can anytime you got questions, you can definitely answer. We'll be here to answer.
Yep. We got Instagram, we got TikTok. You guys can DM us too.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And if you want us to, you can DM us. We can talk about it on the show.
Yep.
You know, we can, if you have a lot of questions or you have much more loaded questions that you want to put on here, just follow Talk32 Podcast on Instagram, TikTok. We're here on YouTube, as you know, a lot of us are watching.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we love this, man. We love talking football. So It doesn't matter what questions you have, as many questions as you need, we're ready to answer.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Glenn is trying to close the show just so that he doesn't have to answer himself for cheating me out of a deal, but it's all right.
Hey, no, you're lucky. We got to close here, but I was gonna trash DeAndre Swift here, but we may have to pause that for next week, or maybe if he bounces back, then I won't mention it.
He's on a bye week. So we won't.
Okay, so he can still get it next week. Yeah, because hey, Manon guy, that's my guy. I'll close saying that. Manon guy, see what he does.
We won't see anything. It was great having you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like the videos. Like Glenn said, TikTok, Instagram. See you guys on Thursday. We're gonna do our picks for week 5.
Oh yeah.
Right now I'm up on Glenn, but we'll talk about that on Thursday.
Yeah, we're gonna come up with the standings. I still have some time to bounce back, you know.
Yeah, I'm a winner by nature. Don't worry about it. All right.
Hey, thanks for coming, y'all. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, have a good one.